Anyway, Mason, you were asking about growing your brand.
Business time.
That question I'm going to
Pass over to
throw
me.
over to Paul.
So you've got a business, and you and I'll pass it back to Tom. You got a business.
Jesus. Mason, one thing is key, right? And this is not just for you, Mason. This is for everybody, right? No matter what you're doing, right? So look at it this way: right? Your band, your project, your art is a business. It's a brand. You need to look at it that way, which a lot of people will forget about. And you don't, because the question that you actually sent to me,
Right. Well, now this is unusable. Start again.
the question you actually sent to me wasn't how do I grow my band or how do I grow my fan base or whatever. Your exact words, and I was incredibly proud, was how do I grow the brand?
The brand.
The brand. It's like band with an R.
You're so wise.
Like a pirate band. No.
Surely that would have a C.
You see it. You think it'd be the R, but it'd be the C.
But it'd be the ocean.
What's the pirate's favourite letter?
Yeah, you
Yeah.
think it'd be R, but it's actually the scurvy.
Whoa.
Yeah.
So step one to growing the brand is to understand that your band or your project or whatever is a brand and not a band or project. Well, I mean, it is a band or project, but you have to understand it as a brand, right? So when we say it's a brand, you've got your logo, right? Every brand needs a logo. Something that is familiar, something that people are going to see and they'll recognise, blah, blah, blah. It needs an easy name. Roadrunners, fine. People are going to see it, they're going to remember it. Obviously, we've been speaking about selling merch and stuff. Like, see, for instance, right, see, we're talking about logos and stuff, for instance, right? Trends don't have a logo.
Trends is just the word,
We're just
but it's a stylized word.
Yeah, it's just a stylized word.
It's kind of a logo in a sense.
Yous have got the circle, right? And it says Roadrunners in it. If I saw that, I'd be like, yeah, Roadrunners, cool.
It's like an actual. Yeah.
Look at Paul's jumper. Well, the logo's not on it.
I'm on frame.
Come down a bit. See, even if you took this word out, right? If you saw this circle, you're always going to know the brand. Okay, you can sit back up now, Paul.
Coca-Cola.
Same with if you saw this. See if I covered the words. As soon as you see that, I've got something in the back as well, don't I?
Yeah, it's a big, massive one.
Right. As soon as you see that, you know what you're looking at, right? So to grow your brand, you need something that people are going to see and recognise completely, like straight away as soon as they see it. Even if you look at my tattoos, right, that one right there, as soon as people see it, they know exactly where it's from because that's somebody that's grew their brand. Okay.
Yep.
So I just got a Twitter notification. I've just realised I've not posted that on Twitter. Did I tell you
Oh,
who started following us on Twitter the other day?
You're getting off track.
PRS.
Aye.
Aye, right.
That's a strange one.
Right, love it.
Love to love it.
So, first thingy of so that's my personal.
I don't mind.
First point of growing your brand is to have something that's
Tom.
I'm trying to post it on Twitter. Is to have something that's noticeable, remarkable.
Memorable.
Okay. Twitter's not getting told about it. Fuck it.
F it. Freak it. Don't freak it.
Sorry, I'm also putting my phone on charge. Okay, so that's rule number one is you have to have a brand, okay? you have to market your band as a brand, okay? We're getting really off track here, right? So we're back on it. I put my phone down, right? It's fine.
You're getting really off track.
ADHD, baby.
Yeah.
Sure. Number two, and Mason, I gave you a challenge recently, okay? And it didn't work as well as we planned, okay? Paul, you don't know about this.
Am I gonna find out right now?
Yeah, we can talk about it, right? So basically, I said it to Robbie and Mason, right? And we turned it into a competition, okay? And this is a brilliant tip that I didn't do, okay? Which is why it didn't work, okay? I've been doing it on a Hurricane page, and in the last 2 days, we've gained, I think, about 20 to 30 followers on the Hurricane page in a few days, you know what I mean? Literally, it's been a few days and we've got about 20, 30 followers. So basically what I told Mason to do was to put a hashtag in, to the search bar and comment on at least 10 posts a day. That's it. Right? People are going to see this. It's a subconscious thing. People are going to see the name come up saying Roadrunners, blah, 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 whatever. And, you know, it's a subconscious of people seeing it and seeing it's a band, right? And they're going to follow you back. It's like, see if I done it from my personal page, obviously, I don't know if you know, I'm verified.
Public figure.
But it's like a
Magician.
Panic at the Disco wannabe. It's like a subconscious thing. People see it, they'll see the blue tick, and they'll be like, "Yeah, cool. I'll follow this person back."
Very true.
It's a subconscious thing, and it's the same if it comes from a business profile or it comes from a band. If people see that, see even if like they've uploaded a picture of their dinner or like they're out at a restaurant, whatever, and you've just commented saying, looks tasty. Maybe don't comment that, right? Comment something relevant.
Looks nearly as tasty as your songs.
By the way, you should listen to this. But like, people are going to see it, they're going to see it's a band, and it's a subconscious thing. They're going to be like, right, cool, I'm going to go follow this band, I'm going to check them out, whatever. Okay. Now, the reason it didn't work, and you've already admitted that you didn't do it, but I know that you've done it for maybe like 2 of the days, of the 7 days that I told you to do it for, you've done it for about 2 of them. And what's the one thing that we always say, Paul?
Never give up, never surrender.
Nope. Close. Consistency, right?
Consistency is the key.
Consistency is the key to success. Strangers. No, that's not the one thing I say. We warn you about strangers.
Yeah. No, he's a good point.
He's See, he does listen.
He knows the ladder.
Into what? What do fans go into?
Into Superman. Oh, I'll give it away.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, okay. Into what?
What did it go after superfans?
They go right off you.
Enemies. No. So obviously we came up with this amazing idea to reach strangers to turn them into followers, right? And then next, absolute legends.
So real.
Next, you have to turn it from the followers into the fans, and then the fans into super fans. Right? Cool. We gave you a task to turn those strangers into followers, and you failed. Okay. So it's fine. I've been doing it on the Hurricane page because you and Robbie both let me down. I've been doing it on the Hurricane page, and it's been working. Now, if you do this, but do it consistently, okay? That's genuinely advice number 1, is do this consistently. How many followers did we gain, though? I'd need to have a look. I screenshotted it before and after. And do you know, in fairness, right, you did get a good bunch, which is great. But now, I think, was it like 40 or something, maybe? 40, 50?
For 2 days.
Mm-hmm.
Why would you not see that through?
Right.
Mason, you're a fool.
It was like 20, 30. Right,
You're
cool. 20, 30. And you hardly done it, right? Now, imagine you've done this consistently for 7 days in a row, right? Now, imagine, right? This is where you have an upper hand against Robbie. No offense if Robbie's here, right? You have the upper hand against Robbie. You get the upper hand against Trends on this as well.
Oh.
There's 4 of you in that band, right? So, say even you only done that for 1 day. I think it was it 1 day you done it, or was it 2 days? Because we can do the quick maths here. Sad pool. Did you do this for 1 day or 2 days?
1 day or 2 days?
Might have been 1, right? So 1 day and you gain 20, 30 followers, right? So now imagine all 4 of you have done that, right? Now let's just take it down and pretend it was the 20 followers, right?
Imagine you done it for 7 days.
What's 20 times 4?
140 times 4?
Yeah, because there's 4 members of the band.
Oh, 80.
Right.
7.
Then times that by 7.
560.
560 followers in a week you could have got there if you were consistent. Okay?
Even say a little bit less. Even over 200's good for that. 560 is like a generous guess if you're getting a consistent stream. But it's still good regardless.
But there, you done it for 1 day and you saw the results. We've been doing it. I've been doing it myself on the Hurricane one. Frick consistency though, that's effort. Well, that's the thing, but this is what it's all about, is see if you're wanting to go, you have to put in the effort.
You have
honestly.
to want it.
Yeah, 100% in the nicest way possible. See if you see this as being too hard or anything, then it's the wrong job. That is the harsh
Got
truth.
put in the grind a little bit.
100%. The first time I got signed to a label, we were doing stuff like this. We played about 3 times a week for a year. We were playing every Tuesday and Thursday in box, and then on a Friday we'd go to either Edinburgh or we'd play an actual
Who
gig.
was that with?
We were called Alavano,
Oh, right, okay. I thought maybe there was some before then.
and that got us signed
Stream Alavano.
to a label that was owned by Adam Ant's missus.
Yeah, I remember you were saying that.
Right. Because we got noticed. You only ever got £20. Do you know why we only ever got £20? And I'm pretty sure I've talked about this as well. Is we would bring tons of people to gigs. We would sell tons and tons of tickets. The only reason we ever only made £20 was back then ticket sales went a bit differently. Instead of having Skiddle and stuff, what it would be is we would have to go to the venue, pick up the tickets. In fairness, right, it was also our Tuesday and Thursday gigs were free. They were free entry. Friday gigs you would pay for, and we would bring absolutely tons. However, for those gigs, we would go to the venue, you pick up the actual tickets. Say tickets were like £10, and it was like the promoter would get £6, we would get 4. We would just sell them for 6. Because who's going to turn down a gig for £6? You know what I mean? So we would just sell them for 6. So we never took a cut of any ticket sale. And about, I don't know how long we were in that band for, like 5, 6, 7 years maybe. We done that for, and we never took a cut at any sort of ticket sale. And that's why we only ever made £20, and we sold away all our rights to our songs.
I miss physical tickets.
I miss physical tickets. Physical tickets are so much easier to sell.
Every gig I've went to, I've printed out a ticket just to have on my wall.
Yeah.
Got a wee collage. That's cute, I know.
That is cute.
That's super cute.
And that's why, yes, we were signed and we done really, really well for ourselves, but we didn't make any money because we didn't do it for the money. See, if you're in the music business for money,
it's over.
you're in the wrong business. There's no money to be made. There is if you know how to.
There is if it takes off and does really extremely overly well.
Mm-hmm.
But you gotta put in the work to try and make that happen.
At the level we're all at, there's no money here.
All we can do at this level is try and increase the odds.
We're in it
that
to live our
happening.
dreams. So why not being consistent? If this is your dream, you should be putting in the effort, right?
I had a dream the other night. It wasn't about trends.
Was it about? I thought you were Martin Luther King. I had a dream. If you saw that video of the wee girl, and they're like, "What'd you learn at school today?" And she's like, "We learned about Martha Luther King." And they're like, "Oh, what did he do?" And then he's like, "He died for our sins."
Yeah. I had a dream that my children can grow up in a world where they're based not on the colour of their guitar strap, but on the content of their music.
Maybe we shouldn't be making MLK jokes.
Maybe not.
I can't believe
Maybe
it's called MLK. Conversion the full thing. Machine Luther Kelly. I'm disappointed in myself for that one.
Garbage.
So yes, this is your dream, Mason. So put in the consistency, put in the effort. You know what I mean? Like that's what it's all about. It's all about being consistent, putting in the effort. If it's too much hard work, why? You know what I mean? Why is it too much hard work? Why do you find try to get fans and getting people to listen to your music hard? You know what I mean? It should be fun.
I think the main thing that Mason might be feeling is demotivated.
There's a really good point.
Capitalism is the reason for not putting in the effort. That's true.
It is, and you know we've
It
had
can
this.
be really demoralising.
Yeah, because you're putting in so much effort. Sorry, there's people. Heather's lurking in the chat, in the live stream, but she's not actually in the chat. But she's just messaged saying that capitalism is the reason. What did that say? Capitalism is the reason for not putting in the effort, which is completely true. Because if there's the thing, Mason, obviously you're working your actual job, right? You have a full-time job, part-time job. I don't know. You've got a job in B&M. Home Bargains, maybe? I don't know. I'm not going to out where you work. That's a terrible idea. I should stop. You work in a store. Is Tim showing his communist side?
Yeah.
Yes. No.
Vote well spent.
They
They don't know. They don't have to know.
B&M. Okay, that doesn't matter, right? Don't out where you work. It's fine.
Put in the exact address of it. Put in your
What
working
B&M is it?
put in your schedule as well.
When will you next be in work? No, right. You have a job, right, and that's what's bringing in your income. I keep on moving out of the camera. That's what your income's coming from. Now, obviously. Give me a second. No, don't put in the address. Do not put in the address of your work. Please do not. If you put that in, this can't go on YouTube. So
you could put in the address of
no. I know exactly what he's going to do, and it's already banned because last time he put in coordinates.
Yeah, no, I remember. I remember.
Let me look up the address. No, Mason.
Don't.
Mason, don't you dare. I'm going to put him on a timeout right now. Is that a thing that can happen?
You can right click them.
Oh. 6.
Oh, 6th Street, yeah. 6 B&M Street.
Okay, I won't if you don't do what you're about to do.
Gotta be good.
If I see that popping up, it's going. It's happening. Anyway, that's where your income comes from, right? Which is absolutely fine. So, yeah, you're putting in all this work. Deal. Okay.
Yeah.
You're putting in all this work to your band and you're getting no return, right? 100%. Get that. I got food. I return. What?
In return.
Oh, it's Brendan at the disco.
Friend at the disco.
I thought it was Mason saying that. I was like so confused. You put in all this work and you do a hard job at the shop that you work in and you get paid for that. Then you put in all this same hard work to try to get new followers, try to get new fans and stuff, and obviously you're not getting anything in return. However, that return, it will come later, okay?
Yeah,
No,
you're
I
saying he puts in all this effort in the shop, but like, who puts in that much effort at their retail job?
No, I know you don't, Mason, right? But we're just saying
I'm a bad skiver in my work.
the money will come, okay? You will be rewarded for this in heaven. No, you will be rewarded down the line, okay? See, when you get those when you get those followers in, when you turn those strangers into followers and those followers into fans, those people are going to buy your stuff. You know what I mean? I'm an atheist. That's not the point.
Can't win.
I'm not even reading the comments anymore. Those people down the line will buy the t-shirts, they will buy the EP, they'll buy the physical distribution, they'll buy the hats, they'll buy the tickets to come see you, you know what I mean? So it seems like a lot of work for absolutely no return at the moment, but genuinely, I promise you will see a return 6 months, 9 months, a year down the line. It will happen, 100%. And on that note, how can we make money just now? Let's talk a bit about PRS. That's a great segue. PRS.
Smooth.
This video is sponsored by PRS. Imagine a little PRS logo. I told you all already. PRS is currently £30
for under 25s.
Okay. Sign up. PRS, I posted about that. And PRS signed up, follow me on Twitter. Sorry, X.
Free advertisement for them.
Free advertising for them, 100%. But now, that they follow the Hurricane page. See when we send out something saying, "Oh, Take a Leap's out today." Oh, Evil Angel's out today. Who's going to see it? Purse will see it, and it's class. It's brilliant.
Money is tight.
Money
Wait
is
till
tight.
payday.
Money is tight. No, I totally get that,
I'm
but
waiting till payday.
it's just a really good idea. Physical sales, merch, that is... Sorry, I thought I heard something. 100% the way to be making money just now. And how are you going to sell... How are you going to make physical sales? I like how they ask questions and then I just ask them the questions back and they answer them.
It's like Dora the Explorer, the way you do it. You ask a question, you pause.
Right.
You go, muy bien.
So, Mason, right, we know that the best way for you as a brand to make money is through merch and physical sales. How do we make physical sales? Because he knows the answer. Enticing people to buy your stuff. Muy bien. Nah, I had to do the joke. But how do you get it to the people? Like, iMilk anime fans.
Yeah, they're a very volatile fan base.
Are they?
They'll cling. They cling hard.
Just buy anything.
They cling hard. It's a good strategy. Find a market and target it.
I know, Mason, you don't have. Oh, hey there. Hello.
Hello, Vixen Tattoo.
I know that you. Oh my god, so much stuff coming in. Oh my god. Ah. They will give all the money, consistency, and socials and plug our stuff at gigs. Still can't
sub
subscribe.
until 50 followers.
Yeah, we can't sub until 50. We need 26 more followers, and then you can sub. So yeah, Mason, you didn't have anything physical. Look at Cloudhouse at that gig, and I know I've mentioned this before, right? Cloudhouse at that gig had the t-shirts for sale. Did they have t-shirts for? They had the table set up. You know what I mean?
Flyers and everything all over the bar as well.
See, even if you didn't have t-shirts there, ow, every gig that we're playing, you should have those flyers. In fact, Paul, can you grab that? The flyer is right there on that guitar case. That's a tuner.
Were we not looking for that before?
Yeah, I found it. So from your gig, this flyer for Cloudhouse, I picked up, and he's been sitting in this studio ever since, which means this is very professional. I like it. Picasso,
I like
it. This flyer has been sitting in this studio since your gig, which means since the 9th of August, Cloudhouse have been getting free promotion in the studio. You know? Every single person. Let's add that up, right? We've had like what, maybe 5 bands a week, 4 members per band. What's 5 times 4? 20. How long ago was the 9th of August?
3 weeks.
3 weeks. So
3
say
weeks to the day.
times the 20 by 3, 60. So 60 people have saw the Cloudhouse are playing in
Just 'cause you
McCool's
grabbed
soon. From one flyer, you know? Think about those numbers. How do we do flyers, QR codes, and all that promotional stuff? Speak. Are you on a label or anything? If you are, speak to your label and maybe they can sort it out.
Turn the fog machine off. It acts up sometimes. He's just dealing with it right now. It acts up.
Wow. You could probably make your own at first. Tom, can you do some promotional stuff? Yeah, sure, why not, eh?
That's
Yeah,
some good advice on we got.
we can definitely look into that.
I think it would be wise.
Look, they've got QR codes. You can listen. And there's another QR code for on a similar note, me and my friends are doing business cards to leave in places smaller than flyers.
It's smart.
It is. Robots. The stickers.
Badges.
No, but not just that. Like, I
Oh,
don't
the
have
wee
any
tiny-
left.
the
The
wee
wee
tiny
tiny stickers, yeah.
Yeah, there was
Br-
tons of them.
Genuinely brilliant idea.
Brilliant.
Brilliant.
Of them, and it was
bloody
it was
idea.
very cheap to get loads of them.
Oh, aye.
And it was just a wee QR code and a logo.
Blooming brilliant idea.
Blooming brilliant.
Make Spotify song codes into stickers and leave them about. That's such a good one. So out of here. My hair's falling out.
Do you
Get
think
to
it's more worthwhile to do a Spotify song code or a QR code with a link tree?
both.
If you
So,
had to pick one.
Honestly, if I had to pick one, I'd go Spotify
Yeah.
song code. So the reason
Or
for this is,
immediate.
yeah, it's more immediate, less things to click. See, if obviously the robot sticker is great and the QR code takes you to the link tree, but Mason, I had to chat with this about. I had a similar chat about this with your singer Heather the other day when she was picking up the drum stuff, and she was saying about they're just messaging the link for the tickets to people because they find hardly anybody actually goes to the bio, clicks the link, blah blah blah, and it does exactly work like that. You know what I mean? Like, see if you're giving people too many things to click on. So say for instance you have a QR code, then they have to go scan the QR code, then it loads up the link tree, then they have to decide which one they're actually going to go to, and they're going to go find the pre-save link. For instance, if you got a new song out, then they're going to click pre-save, then they have to click their thing, and then they have to confirm it and all that. You know what I mean? It's too many clicks. Whereas if you did have a, like Vixen Tattoos is saying, if you had a link that's a QR code even, or a song code, I know Spotify does that, and you can just scan that and it's going to take you straight to the song. Bloody brilliant idea, and I'd never actually thought of that, and it's
more
fucking
people
great.
use Spotify
Mhm.
than the other music streaming, so it's
Yeah.
promising.
So song codes, stuff like that, and we can get those printed off into stickers. Even like Unya's saying, the business cards and stuff. See if you had a business card and you put the song code on it and just hand it out at gigs.
Vocaloid producer, Unya.
Recipe, Unya. Brilliant idea. Song codes, absolutely great idea, especially if you're out in the street. And Mason, honestly, see if you got. I know it's going to sound like a lot, right? Say if we got 1,000 printed, right? And you not just so much hand them out at gigs, but even just going out onto the street and giving them to
Just
people,
fire them in places.
right?
No vandalism, but like
Mm-hmm.
put them in places where people won't mind, but people will see.
Because what are those people? Those people are strangers.
What do you turn them into?
Followers.
What do you turn them into?
Fans.
What do you turn them into?
Super
What
fans.
do you turn them into?
Absolute legends.
Real.
Right? Okay. So, stickers, QR codes, song codes from Spotify, flyers, all this stuff. Bloomin' brilliant to grow your brand.
Bloomin'. I thought you were waiting on me.
I kind of was. I was watching in the screen to see if you're going to copy it.
Bloomin'.
Yeah, absolutely brilliant ideas. It's I will admit it's probably best to do it at gigs because people can hear you, they can see you, they know exactly who you are, what you sound like. Probably the best idea is to hand them out at gigs and stuff. You know what I mean? Even to other fans of other bands. You know what I mean? So say for instance, right. Say for instance, there's a hypothetical gig. Okay, Trends are playing, Roadrunners are playing, Matthew Ruddy's playing, whoever's right.
All-star lineup.
All-star lineup. Robots are playing. Robbie's playing. Right, everyone's playing this gig. Hurricane gig. That's basically all this is. What is the upside to this? Right, and this is how you should be looking at every single gig that you play. Right, so even the SWG3 one you played. It worries me that says connecting to chat. How much is it missed? Could somebody leave a message in chat just to make sure we're still okay here?
Uh-oh.
I'm going to assume that we're still okay and I'm just going to keep going. What is the upside to playing any gig, no matter where it is? It's the fact that you're always going to be on the bill with other bands, okay? And your main goal at that gig isn't showing off to your fans how well you're playing, because they already know. They've saw you a million times before, you know what I mean? Whether it be your friends or your family or whatever, they already know what you sound like, they know the songs, they know how well you can play, you know? It doesn't matter. What you really try to do here is show that other band, you try to show the Trends fans how well you play and what you sound like and who you are, you know what I mean? You try to show the Robots fans who you are and how well you play. You try to show Robbie's fans who you are and how well you play. Basically, every gig you should be going into with the idea that you're not so much wanting to steal fans, but you want to gain new fans, and these other bands that you're playing with are bringing those fans to you. Once again, I went on a massive talk about all this, and I ended up losing it. I don't know I can't remember what I said. Okay. Yeah. Long story short, we heard you talking, but we couldn't comment. Alright, okay, cool. Yeah, because on my side it come up saying that it can. I tried to leave a comment as well, and it says that it couldn't connect to the chat for some reason. Long story short, yes, flyers, stickers, anything like that is a great idea. Do you know what's also a good one? I do have one. I do have one over here. 2 wee seconds. Don't ask why it was on the floor. I think I said this last time. They're just talking about general merch stuff, right? Robots got those coasters made up. You know what I mean? See if you got those made up and you're playing somewhere that's like got a seated area, tables and stuff. You know what I mean? Look at boxed, nice and sleazies. Just get a bunch of those. Just sit them on the tables. You know what I mean? Why not? You know. What I will say is, with robots, they do absolutely class when it comes to like their merch and stuff like that. They've got a lot of ideas, and it works, you know. And I will be stealing some of their ideas because their ideas are genuinely brilliant. So, let's talk about everything that we've covered so far, right? So, the point of this was how to grow the brand, etc., etc. Now, we spoke about meshing people, the challenge, Mason, that we gave you that you didn't do, but you saw how well that did work with one day of doing it. Now, imagine that we were consistent with that, right? We spoke about how to, so that's people online. We've also spoke about how to get people in person, you know, with our things like stickers. We've spoke about the flyers, stuff like that. You know, I mean, there's tons of ways that we can reach these people. One of the things, and I think I spoke about it in one of the kind of short form content things that we done on like Instagram and that, where we spoke about like, see if you were making these flyers, right? Think about someone that's in the same kind of genre as you, right? So I'm trying to think who sounds like Roadrunners. Somebody famous. I can't think. Yous would know, okay? Because yous obviously take influence from someone, right? Or numerous bands. If they're ever playing, say they're playing at the Hydro, you know what I mean? 100% get stuff like this and go to the gig and hand it out to absolutely everyone that's queuing up outside. See what else is good about the Cloud House one is see on the back of it, they've actually put on the back for fans of The Killers, Sam Fender, 1975, Snow Patrol, and Inhaler. You know what I mean? They've actually put it on it. You know what I mean? Avril Lavigne. You know what I mean? So see if somebody like Avril Lavigne was touring, you go to the Avril Lavigne show. You don't have to buy a ticket for the show. You don't have to just go to the show unless you really wanted to. But definitely go and hand out your flyers, your stickers to absolutely everybody that's standing out in line. You know what I mean? Why not? And this is we spoke about this on the video, right? Was that like, you know, I mean, 80% of those people might just throw it in the bin. Cool. But 20% of the people will actually look at it and they'll read it and they'll see, they might actually look you up. And, you know, it's going to work. 100%. Sorry, I got totally thrown off. See, because it cut out, it's totally thrown me. So yeah, so we know how to reach the people online. We know how to reach the people in real life. You know, what else is there? You know what I mean? The only other thing that we need to think about with this is consistency. That's genuinely it. It's just about being consistent and making sure that you're actually putting in the work. And like we said, capitalism is the absolute punch in the face that hits you because you're not going to get any return on this. You know what I mean? It's a hard graft at the end of the day, and you're going to get absolutely no return on it whatsoever. But genuinely, down the line, you will. You know what I mean? You'll get those people that will buy the stuff. You know what I mean? They'll buy the t-shirts, they'll buy the physical releases. You know what I mean? But we just need to build up the fan base to get to that point so we can actually start making money off it. And do you know, Mason, you're actually in a great position just now because I'm not going to name names, but you have someone that is just an absolute massive fan of music, so much so that obviously they talk to me now and they Paul and they and they take a lot to do with Hurricane now, you know what I mean? Obviously I'm not going to mention their name and stuff because we're on a live stream, but like that guy, he messages me, we talk about gigs, you know what I mean? That is the perfect fan. That guy right there is the perfect fan. That's someone that's going to talk about you. Was confused for a second. Do you know who I'm talking about? Yeah, you know who I'm talking about now? Your friend's father is all I will say. But that guy is the perfect fan. That's exactly who you want, you know what I mean? And he might even be in the live stream because I've posted it on the socials and stuff, you know what I mean? He knows we do these, so he might actually be here. And if he is, like, I genuinely love the guy. I speak about him all the time because he is a fan of music, and that's the people that you want to be showing your stuff to. That's the people that are going to talk about it. That's the people that might buy stuff down the line. They might buy a t-shirt, you know what I mean? How do we get the name out there, like radio stations, blogs and all that? Okay, cool. So, how do you think Firstly, how do you think radio stations, blogs, stuff like that? We'll talk about the brands in a second. We'll talk about that in a second. How do you think you're going to get your name out there to radio stations and blogs? Close, right? Yes, message people as well, right? 100%. But what's the one thing we always talk about is consistency. Okay, radio stations are, some of them might play things if it's been out for like a year or so, right? But hardly ever. They want to be ahead of the curve. Okay, they want to be playing the new shit at the end of the day. So just as we had to be consistent with like meshing people, being out, showing people the music, we also have to be consistent with releases. You know what I mean? We can't release a song and then wait like 2 years to do another song. You know what I mean? We should be releasing music maybe every like 7 weeks. Okay, 7 weeks is the perfect time to release singles. Okay, I've actually went over this quite a lot, and I might make like a full blown YouTube video about a release plan, a strategy. We have the thing, the year in review and all that on the hurricane stuff. You should be releasing music consistently, okay? Which is where we lack. Yeah, I'm gonna be 100% honest, right? From my point of view, and I don't want you to take this in a bad way, and I'm pretty sure I've said to you before. See, for the stage you guys are at, there's way too many covers in the set. You know, like, I would say I don't think anyone's ever too good for covers at all, right? Absolutely not. However, if you're playing a live show, you should have maybe one cover, if that. Because at the end of the day, people are there to see Roadrunners. You know what I mean? They're not there to see Bon Jovi. They're not there to see Billie Eilish. They're there to see Roadrunners. So give them Roadrunners music. I'm taking it the worst way possible. But like, you know what I mean? They aren't there for the big artists. They're there to support you. Like, how many tickets did you sell for SWG3? You've done pretty decently for SWG3. You know what I mean? You sold a lot of tickets, which was really good. Which means all those people were buying tickets to support Roadrunners. You know, they weren't buying tickets to support Billie Eilish or Bon Jovi. And I'm only saying that because I know that you played those two covers. They were there to support Roadrunners. You know what I mean? So give them Roadrunners music. We should be releasing music every 7 weeks. If we release a new single every 7 weeks, it gives us a chance to make more content. 83, I think. Okay, that's amazing numbers. You know what I mean? That's genuinely really good for selling tickets. 83 tickets is, I'm only swearing, I don't care, right? But 83 tickets is fucking brilliant, right? So that's 83 people that went into their pocket, got money, including me. I was there. You know what I mean? We all went into our pockets and we were giving money to Roadrunners. Okay? So give them more Roadrunners music. That's what they're wanting. Now imagine if all those 83 people, imagine you had a merch table set up and you had t-shirts and you had hats or badges or stickers. We do covers to try and get the crowd to interact and sing the song back to us. Right? But you've already done the hardest part, which is getting them in the door. You know what I mean? They're honestly, they're fine with it, okay? This is what you have to understand, is they're absolutely fine with the fact. See, everyone that I spoke to about it, they all love the stuff, you know what I mean? And I've not heard anything about the covers. I've only heard about the originals. That's all that anyone spoke to me about. And I spoke to a lot of people that night, and not one person mentioned anything about the covers. They were all talking about Fault and Home was the two main ones. Okay? So, I can guarantee you You don't need those covers in your set. 100% not. You don't need them. You, as a band, don't put enough. What's the word I'm looking for? Faith in yourself, which is what you need to start doing. Don't rely on the covers. It's good to have a wee cover in there every so often, but don't rely too much on covers. Don't do it. Genuinely. 10 would buy. Like the right? And say you're selling t-shirts for like £15, £20, you know what I mean? There you go, you just made between £150 to £200 in one night. You know? You guys are in a really good position and you need to take control of it now, is the point that you're at. You're selling good amount of tickets. You have people that will buy merch. I bet you I can guarantee if there's 83 people there for yous alone, I can guarantee you would have sold more than 10 t-shirts. If you had them there and people knew they were there, people would have bought them. More than 10. Okay? So, the point of this is be consistent with releases. We had the year in review thing, and I'm pretty sure I've sent it to you, and it's all about how each week of your year, all 52 weeks, should look. With releasing a single every 7 weeks. This is why albums and EPs are a terrible idea. Not a terrible idea, but this is why you go for single releases, because single release plans are so much easier. Look at trends, right? I know I'm going to big myself up here, right? Maybe look into bringing merch to the King Tut set. Yeah, bring merch and drop the covers. 100%. Cannonball in its first week, Heartbeat, sorry, in its first week, I can't remember how many streams it got, but it was decent. It was a few hundred. We're now, obviously, we've just released a song today, which is also already at 208 streams for a matter of hours. Because see, if you're consistent with the releases, it starts to plug into the algorithms. Spotify starts to pick up on it. YouTube starts to pick up on it. Obviously, we spoke about what the content should be on YouTube for releasing something. And you're going to see it with Take a Leap, because we're going to do it. I've wrote down exactly what we're bringing out and when. So there's going to be way more trends music coming within the next 7 weeks until we get to the song that we teased at the start of the stream. But we have the plan set out, you know what I mean? And we can sort the plan out for you guys for Evil Angel and then onwards. So I'm looking at the sheets to see what it is. But be consistent. The main takeaway from this, for anybody watching, whether it's Mason, whether it's Robbie, whoever it is, if it's a random person that's just came into this stream by accident, the main takeaway from this entire lesson is consistency. We speak about this all the time, right? Charisma is the key to opportunity, and consistency is the key to success. Okay? And see, the more you're releasing, okay? So let's look at, I'm going to take us for an example here, just because obviously we're working through this, right? We brought out Cannonball, sent it to a few radio stations. They were like, right, cool. Then a few weeks later, 7 weeks later, whatever it was, we released Heartbeat. And you saw how well Heartbeat done, because people were like, oh, they're a very active band, they're consistent, we'll give this a spin. And it's got a bunch of plays. Now, as of last week, we started sending out the press release and the track for Take a Leap, and that's already racked up tons of airplay. Like, I can say that right now, I've got all the emails, you know what I mean? We've had a bunch of airplay for Take a Leap already. I just got recommended my own video on YouTube. You know what I mean? So do it. You know what I mean? Like, be consistent. And when you're sending it out to the radio stations, obviously we'll send it out to the radio stations for you. You know what I mean? But consistency is the absolute key. The more consistent you are, the more people are going to see the name. You know what I mean? So with our YouTube plan, right, where we're uploading weekly content, That's going to once somebody watches a video, one video, right? Say they watch the Take a Leap video, or they watch the Take a Leap audio thing. They listen to the song on YouTube. They watch that video. They're going to get shown the next one, which, say for instance, is the Heartbeat video. Once Evil Angels mixed and mastered, would you send it out to places for us? Yeah, of course. That's what we do for you on the label. We will send it out. Okay. We'll make sure it gets the airplay and stuff. Absolutely. That's what the label's for. We're here to thingy that. But also what we need from you is more music to be consistent. You know what I mean? You're in a good place where you're playing a lot of gigs, but we need more music, you know? What was I saying there? It totally threw me off. What was I saying? Talking about consistency, I know that much. Oh yeah, YouTube plan and stuff. So once somebody watches one video, they'll see it. They'll get recommended the next video that you upload the next week, and then they'll watch that, and then they'll get recommended the next one, and then next thing you know, they're subscribing to your channel. Everything's fine. You know what I mean? They're going to watch every video. They're going to get recommended every video because YouTube's picked up that they've seen it. Same as Spotify. That's just the way the algorithm works. Once somebody watches a video, it's going to get pushed to the next time they bring out a video. They're going to get shown that video again because they're like, all right, so you like the last piece of content, here's some more from this person that you might like. So yes, 100% be consistent. We should be uploading to YouTube weekly, uploading to TikTok, Instagram daily, and uploading to Spotify 7 weekly. Okay, we are going to blow this joint. Okay, we're going to stop there. We'll pick up again on this next week, maybe. We'll do another stream. For anyone else that's in the chat before we go, please remember to follow us on all our socials. We've got them all linked on Twitch. We've also got a Patreon where you can sign up to get exclusive insights and stuff to the artists on the label. And we have Mix Evil Angel on stream. That's what we'll do next week. We'll do a mix and stream next week, right? We've also got Patreon. We've got the PayPal that you can send donations to if you want. You can follow us. There's the link tree and stuff as well. We've also got a merch store where all of our artists' merch can be found, and you can buy glow in the dark t-shirts from Trends. You can buy Robots merch. Hopefully we get some Roadrunners merch on there ASAP also. Until next week though, thank you for watching this live stream, and hopefully you came away learning something. Hopefully you came away learning that consistency is the key to absolutely everything in the music industry, and you want to be consistent so that people remember your name. Hopefully that was the main takeaway. If you've learned anything else along the way, brilliant. Also did you order that t-shirt? Anyway, thank you for watching. No, I've not, Mason. I will get that sorted ASAP. You'll have it for next week, maybe. We love you all from here at Hurricane Records. I hope you all had a great time, and we will speak to you all soon. Goodbye.